Friday night around 11 o'clock, I was awoken by a loud noise. Sounded like a tree was falling on the house, and then again with a bunch of branches. And so Andrew and I investigated and found some leaves that I wasn't familiar with in our trees, but kept looking and came outside, and this limb was on his work truck and a couple other limbs, and I saw a piece of plastic, black plastic, on the ground over in this area, and realized that this limb probably had hit his truck, but I couldn't figure out where the problem was. And so whenever I called Andrew out, he showed me on his truck where that went, and that was right here in this little place. This piece was on the ground, and so it missed the windshield, no damage to the windshield. It missed the hood, no damage to the hood. And so we looked around and found some limbs down, and no big deal. There was nothing that sounded like the huge noise that I heard. All the limbs were smaller than Drake, or at least the size of Drake on some of them, and nothing showed significant noise. And so I came out, and we were thankful that we were in that place and that there was no damage. And so we went about our day, went to bed. I prayed most of the evening. The Lord just kept me up praying. And then Saturday morning, we went out to Calhoun. But before we did, Drake wanted to take a tour and see Dad's damage on his truck. And then we did our thing, and then Drake and I were playing in this front room right here, and something smelled off. The smell has not been in the room since. But whenever I went in there, I thought, let me check the windows. And so I came outside and I looked at the windows, and everything was fine. There wasn't anything major that was an issue. And I said, okay, well, Lord, what in the world am I missing? And so I came over here and I stood up and I was like, that tree looks funny. I wonder what happened. It's not as tall anymore. Oh my gracious. So at that point, I realized that the limbs that are all around our home, the back of the home, the side of the home, in my garden, came from this dead tree that had some life left in the tallest part out here by the road. There's limbs all the way back by the fence and on the opposite side of the house. Because of the force when this happened, Andrew parks his work truck and his personal truck between here and the window. His work truck is parked here, which, if we zoom in, that bulk of the tree is the live part that has come from that healthy part, or what appeared to be healthy, breaking off. So this is where he parks his truck, his work truck. And this is where he parks his personal truck. Between the window and the bush over there on the inside is my office, sewing room, prayer room, and Bible study area. And the other part of this room is the toy room. And Drake's bedroom is right here on the other side of this brick. When that happened, he was actually in the back room with Andrew, and I was in my bed. And I'll take you back there and show you This is the sewing room corner. You can see that is part of the tree. Those leaves are different than is on that tree. This oak tree has larger leaves, and that oak tree has smaller leaves. So there's the sewing room prayer window, there's the hall bath, the master bath, there's the master bedroom, and then back here is where Andrew and Drake were on the other side of that glass door. And so if we look into consideration of how far that tree with the force of the wind could have hit, it could have really done some major damage, not only to Andrew's personal truck, Andrew's work truck, and the house, but it could have also done some ugly to us. I believe in the importance of dispatching your angels of protection to go and guard all four corners of your home, all four corners of your property, your family, your community, your neighbors. I believe that there's power in that. If you can see that there is a small place that's being cradled in that healthy tree, we've got Terry's outlaw tree cutters coming. They took down a tree before for us, and we're pleased with their work, and their pricing is good, and so we greatly appreciate them. But if you follow the path of this limb, it's in that little Y of the tree, and then it goes beyond, and this part comes out here. And this is where Andrew's truck is parked. And then this, under this conglomeration up there, is where his work truck is parked. And so we are just singing praises to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords because of his grace and his protection and his mercy. And it's unfailing. And I am grateful. Thank you for letting me take you on this journey. Be blessed.